Well, today the good news is we're playing Amiens, who are in last place in Ligue 1, which means I should be able to play a fairly rotated side and get a credible result. The bad news is we're playing Schalke first, and they came out of a group with Man City, Porto, and Zenit. They finished first. Man City's in the Euro Cup. It's been one of those years in the Champions League. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu of Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 101. Before we get to the Champions League stuff, a review of what's happened in our last three games. It's been interesting, to say the least. After losing to PSG in the Coup de League semifinal, we were away at Concarneau for the French Cup 10th round match, and we beat them quite handily, 4-1. Their goal came in the 93rd minute? Let me click on that real quick. Yeah, 93rd minute. Javier Ruiz scored in the first minute, almost right off the opening kickoff. Kaplan scored in the 21st minute, Pichon in the 37th, Lemos in the 78th. We were just head and shoulders better than Concarneau, and it showed. Against Marseille, though, it was tough. It was a horrible game of not a lot going on. Marseille had 20 shots, 11 on target. I think if we didn't have Orlov between the sticks, they would have scored at least two. They had one clear-cut chance and three half chances. I almost reversed those, and a huge possession advantage. On the other hand, we had 11 shots, 3 on target. My defense was stout enough. The fact they all had yellow cards speaks how stout they were. They got a little bit too over-aggressive. At one point in time, I thought I was going to be out of defenders. We were then away at Lille, and this was an absolute banger of a game. We set the record for most goals scored in League One. Marcin Slezak scored in the 2nd minute for Lille. Kaplan got a penalty kick in the 7th minute. Slezak scored in the 29th minute. Lemos scored in the 40th minute. Valet scored in the 45th minute. Macon scored in the 47th minute. And Slezak scored in the 49th minute, all in the first half. And then Davies had a goal in the 32nd minute as well. I missed that. Then Robert Mudrazija. If I say it fast, it almost sounds right, I bet. Scored in the 60th minute. Then Kaplan had a goal in the 64th minute and topped things off with a goal in the 94th minute. Yeah, 3 extra time goals in an FN game. Who'd have thought? We had 19 shots, 12 on target, 3 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances, only 5 long shots, which was nice. They had the possession advantage. They had 16 shots, 10 on target, 5 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances. Yeah, this was a game that we probably should have lost. My defense was just... Hussein Kaplan was a man amongst boys in this game, and despite the fact he's 19 years old, going on 23 goals, 2 assists. Valet had a solid game as well. The defense, not so much. Mateo on a 6.0, Zimmerman at 6.3, Valencia at 6.4. We got lucky. I'll be the first to admit it. This was one of those games that really could have gone either way, and frankly, we were headed for a draw, 5-all draw, when we got the Kaplan goal in the 94th minute. And that was a very nice goal. I don't know, let me see if I can play it here real quick. It might be the 2D goal, because I think I have 3D replays turned off. We'll see. Macon to Tomasi. Kaplan almost gets a foot on it, but it goes out of bounds, or it goes out towards Zimmerman, who gets the ball back from Gravenberch. It's knocked around a bit. Mudrazija gets it, and then lumps it forward. Well, all of 8 yards to Peschini. Yeah, that's the lump forward. They were aiming for Slezak, but Mateta got it instead, and this was really, really close. It was Mendez. I thought there for a minute it was going to be a foul. Instead, if you read the bottom as it went across, picture-perfect slide tackle, lofts the ball towards Kaplan, who got between defenders, never stopped running. Absolutely brilliant goal. I about fell out of my chair when I saw that, especially because I was still sitting here shocked. I thought Mendez had fouled him in the box in the 94th minute. I was literally ready to open up the editor and delete him from the game altogether if that had happened. So, today though, we are playing Schalke, and they got out of their group stage quite handily. They were in Group D, and they beat Porto by 2 points, Man United by 3 points, and Zenit got absolutely raffle stomped out of this group. If we look at all the groups in particular, Benfica and Napoli got out. Madrid went to the Euro Cup. PSG and Chelsea got out of their group. Inter and Liverpool got out of their group, sending Sporting down. Schalke and Porto got out of their group. Man United went down. Man City beat us. Well, they beat us in goal differential because we won one and lost one. We each won one. No, what the heck? Did they go ahead of us because I don't know the Champions League's tiebreakers? They probably finished above us because they beat us. Bayern finished last in the group. Celtic went to the Euro Cup. Monaco and Madrid got out of their group. Bayern and Bilbao got out of their group, relegating Lazio to the Euro Cup. Valencia and Lyon got out of their group, and Hoffenheim went to the Europa League. It's interesting. You're not seeing teams like Real Madrid and Sporting and Man United in particular go through. So there's still some very good teams. I think, though, we have a pretty good chance of getting past Schalke. They finished fairly high last year, but they're around 7th place right now, and they've got some injury issues as well. So that said, I'm going to set my best 11, check the reserves, and we're going to be back with our home match against Schalke in the Champions League in just a bit. No, they've still got Weston McKennie. Wagnerman is a pretty decent defensive right back. Stengs, capable midfielder. I didn't get the scout report in time, so I'm not quite sure as to the quality of the rest of their players. But then again, finishing near the top of the Bundesliga, they're doing something right. We're playing our 4-2-4. Orloff in goal, Robert, Valencia, Moreno, and Flores as the defensive back four. Lemos and Tomasi as the midfielders. Ruiz and Macon as the attacking midfielders. Hussein and Bastion up top as the strikers. We're playing home. Let's hold them scoreless, or at least equal what they score, and then that way we can go and thump them in Schalke. McKennie on the throw-in. Knocked away, but Linder's at the top of the box. Crosses, takes the shot right at Orloff. Yeah, the Lille game was just... I saw the tackle that Mendez made, and it was like, oh my god, I stopped breathing. Tomasi crosses it towards Robert, taps it to Ruiz, crosses it Pichon's there, and he scores. Almost dispossessed by their number 4, but he gets it back. I'm trying a couple things out, at least in the background with the graphics. I think I may have figured out what's going on. I'm not quite sure. I'm waiting for a reply from SI. Ruiz dispossessed by Vangaman. Moreno knocks it down, but Stengs is going to get there. Crosses it. Rousseau, and they equalize almost instantly. Oh, that was nice. Nuts. Definitely got a game on our hands, guys. Lemos. Ruiz. Oh, corner of the box. Back out to Lemos. Oh, he bounces it off McKennie and then just lollygags after it. McKennie beats him to the ball, drives forward, passes it up towards Stengs, crosses it. Cardoso's there, and they... Guys. Holy cow. This is not good, fellas. Coming up on halftime. And they're absolutely dominating us. 12 shots, 6 on target. Our 4-1. Okay, guys. It's time to get yelled at. Aggressive. Macon's nervous. Nothing specific noted. He's not exactly... He hates big games, if I remember correctly. One of them does. Maybe it's Ruiz. No highlights this second half so far. Coming up on 60 minutes, we've had 2 more shots. Robert here. Lemos. Over to Tomasi. Takes a long shot off the crossbar. Linder knocks it out of bounds. We're up on 60 minutes here. We're going to make a couple of changes. Zimmerman is going to come in for Robert. And Gravenberch is going to come in for Tomasi. Neither of whom are having stellar games. Linder on the throw to McKennie. Back to Linder. Back to McKennie. Taps it up to Katrina. Drives forward. Rousseau split the defense. Oh, jeez. Nice. What happened there? Flores on the throw to Gravenberch. To Macon. Back to Flores. Crosses it in. Kaplan to Pichon. And Pichon scores again. Nice. 17th goal of the season. Nice assist by Hussein. we're coming up on 75 minutes. We're going to make our last substitution, and Moreno's going to come off, and Ivanov is going to come on. One more goal, fellas. Oh, off the crossbar there. Zimmerman knocks it away, and the highlight ends. Going to the very attacking last few minutes. 4 minutes of extra time. Last chance. Flores on the throw, and Macon taps it. Pichon crosses the box out to Zimmerman on the left. He holds it up, bounces it off a Schalke player, and then it's nuts. Son of a gun. 15 shots, 8 on target. They had to our 10-3. The 3 away goals are just going to be a killer. Pichon, however, had a great game. 2 goals. Hussein with with 1 assist. I really liked our chances, too. Good grief. Well, we got Angers coming up in 3 days, so good news is I could probably play a mostly rotated side and be okay. I'm going to do the press conference. We're going to come back with the Amiens game, so back with that in a bit. Well, a slightly rotated side. Still playing the 4-2-4. Orloff in goal. Robert, Valencia, Vlecek, and Flores as the defensive back 4. Mateo and Gravenberch as the midfielders. Ruiz and Macon as the attacking midfielders. Valet and Pichon up top as the strikers. Everybody up here is 93% or better. We play Monaco in 4 days, but I'm not really practicing the guys all that much between these games. I don't think there's really a need to. I think we'll be okay. We'll take our chances. Watch Amiens absolutely thump us. I mean, if Lille puts 6 on us, maybe Amiens will put, 3 or 4. Of course, it doesn't help me that my reserve squad and my under-19s are playing tomorrow as well. Wolf crosses it in. Vlecek knocks it away. Mateo, Murier skies it over the crossbar. Vlecek's in because Bernard is out in a red card, and so is Ivanov. Come on, guys. They've had 5 shots, 2 on target. We've had, we just got 3 in the space of 2 minutes. There we go. Robert on the throw-in. De Valet knocked away. Mateo gets it. Centers it to Gravenberch. Drives forward. Takes a shot, and he curls it in. That kind of sort of curled. Looked kind of soft to me, but I'll take it. Vlecek's getting the start because I'm not playing my defensive midfielders anymore, really. Except when I break out the 4-1-3-2, and I haven't done that in a long time. And he's actually okay at defensive center back. He's a ball-playing defender there. That's what I'm retraining him as. I like to keep him. He's got potential. What also has potential is this game to get out of hand. We've got 1 up on Angers already. Angers. Yeah, Angers. Why did I say Amiens earlier? Roslav knocks it down. Ruiz gets it. Mateo recovers. Tries getting it into the box. Is he fouled? Oh, I got music for this. Penalty. Who's taking this? Bastion? Nice. Well done. I said I wanted 30 combined goals from him and Hussein this year. I think across all competitions they've got about 40 right now. I'll check after the game. I'm more concerned about Ligue 1 than anything else. Coming up on 60 minutes, we are going to make a couple of changes here. Traore is going to come on for Ruiz. Vlecek is going to come off, and Bernard is going to come on. Bernard's coming back from injury. That's why he didn't get the start. And he wasn't. Who's out in the red? Oh, Moreno and Ivanov. That's who got redded. They're out because they got 3 yellow cards in 10 games. So, who else here? Nope, just those 2 for right now. Oh, I need to switch Traore because he likes to be an inside forward. And we'll save our last sub here. Mateo runs the ball down. Vlecek up to Gravenberch. Over to Macon. Out to Robert. Crosses it in. Pichon's there, but Vesevic's right there to stop it. Macon. Oh, curls it over the top of the crossbar. Gravenberch, corner kick in. Pichon, Macon, and it's over the crossbar. Going to make our last substitute here. Tomasi's going to come on and play winger on the right. Take Macon's spot. Well, not exactly an action-filled game. 16 shots. Granser on the corner kick. Orloff, nice catch in traffic. This should be winding down here. Lumps it forward. Valet knocks it down. Farias loses it. Guillot has it. Over to Munayer. To Kawaya. Back to Munayer. To Kelman. To Guillot. And that is the game. Well, not exactly an action-packed game, despite the 16 shots, 7 on target we had. Angers had 9 and 3, and it was a close-run game for at least the first half. Gravenberch's goal in the 41st minute didn't exactly open the floodgates I expected to open. Pichon's penalty in the 50th minute put it away. Not exactly in a performance to rave about. I mean, Angers is the last team in the league. We do have to be better against better teams. So if we go to the squad and we sort by goals, Kaplan and Pichon have 20 League One goals between them. Kaplan and Pichon have 20 League One goals between them. Right now, Hussein has 18 goals in total. Bastien has 18 goals in total as well. So he's actually scored quite a bit in the Champions League. Who's Liverpool? Yeah. It's my big fear. All my youngsters are going to get looked at. Macon actually is having a very well-rounded year. 8 goals, 7 assists, 4 players of the match. You know, if I take out my reserve squad here, sort by goals, it's been a fairly well-rounded effort. Kaplan, Pichon, Macon, Lemos, Gravenberch, Valet, Ruiz, Mateo, Tomasi, 2 goals, 5 assists. Been very nice. Yeah, it's been a solid year. So the question is, can we crawl back up into the top 4? We're currently there now on 52 points. We have a game in hand on Monaco and the rest. Well, no, we don't have a game in hand. This is kind of an odd time of year in French football because of the French Cup and the Coup de Ligue winding down. Well, the Coup de Ligue is pretty much winding down. We have the semifinals, the Coup de Ligue finals coming up. The French Cup's being played. Games have been moved back and forth. At one point in time, PSG had 2 games in hand on Lyon. Looks like they got those played, and they're now 6 points ahead of Lyon, 10 points ahead of Monaco, 12 points ahead of us. So we've got a game in hand on Monaco, but ourselves and Lyon are in the same boat in that regard. So looks like we got 5 teams playing for 4 spots. So thus far, our 54 goals are the second highest in the league. Our 26 goals are 7th best. 48 yellow cards, 5th highest. Bastien and Hussein, 18 goals apiece in all competitions. It's absolutely fabulous. So I went to Bastien at the transfer window and tried offering him a new contract, and he declined because there was interest being shown from other teams, including Arsenal, Tottenham, and a couple of Spanish teams. But now it's Liverpool, who have won the Premier League more than a few times in this universe. So, I don't know. A not-so-good performance against Schalke, a middling performance against Amiens. This wasn't the best episode. The Schalke game was interesting. It had its moments. Part of me was really kind of upset I didn't live com the little game, but then again, why would I? So, I don't know. We are going to come back for the next Schalke match, and whoever we're playing after that, I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's the plan. Schalke away. We need 2 away goals, and we need to hold them scoreless. Fingers crossed we'll be able to get that. God, I hope we get that. I'd love to be able to progress in some of these competitions. We've been knocked out of the first knockout round more times than I care to remember. So, one of these days, one of these years, we're going to win some silverware. And let it be this year. I'm probably not praying to the FM gods hard enough for that. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM19, and you've been watching the Return on Gloria, SC Bastia, episode 101.